to leave our children more than we had. It's the fundamental American promise, the American dream, the dream Koontz pursued throughout his life. Koontz was born in Charleston, West Virginia in 1920. Like so many of his generation, Koontz served his country, and then he set about building things, literally. Koontz raised a family and became a builder and developer here in Florida. In the 70s, he purchased a few acres of commercially zoned land in Orange County, and in 1994, he applied for the necessary permits to develop his property. That's where the story of Koontz's American dream became a story of overreaching government. You see, the St. Johns River Water Management District had jurisdiction over Koontz's property because officially this land was designated as wetlands. But in reality, the surrounding area was so developed that Koontz's property was an unfit habitat for animals. But Koontz agreed to donate 11 acres of his land to the state for conservation. Sounds like a pretty common sense approach and a decent deal for the state of Florida, right? Well, the district didn't see it that way. They wouldn't grant Koontz the permits for him to develop his own property unless he also agreed to complete and pay for nearly $100,000 in improvement projects on the government's property 7 miles away. Koontz wasn't going to allow government bureaucrats to bully and blackmail him. To defend his property rights, he took the district to court. But in 2000, in the midst of the legal dispute for his land, Koontz passed away, never able to develop his property. His son Koonyz Jr. took up the fight. Eventually, he won. Sort of. The district granted the permits to develop the land, and in 2006, a judge ordered that the district pay the Koontzes $367,000 in damages for temporarily taking their property and holding up its development for more than 11 years. But the district, funded by our tax dollars, appealed this decision to the Florida Supreme Court. The Florida Supreme Court actually ruled in favor of the district, not the private citizen whose land had been effectively stolen. The reason? If the government had to pay damages every time it did this sort of thing, it would cost the government too much. What about us? What about the money and life savings we could lose if government bureaucrats decide we can't improve our home or land and our property value drops? Our courts are supposed to protect our rights, not take them away. You be the judge. Visit youbethejudgefl.com to sign the petition.